I'm out today with my OM1 Mark II and I've got the OM system 150 to 600mm lens on it, and I'm going to see if I can find any wildlife to photograph. My name is Wayne Robertson and I'm a landscape and wildlife photographer based in Scotland. It's a cold winter's day, but I'm really enjoying just having a look around this woodland. And in terms of wildlife, I've not seen much so far. I've seen a few small birds darting about in the distance. I believe they were probably wrens, but miles too far away. I just caught them moving with my eye. But I have heard a woodpecker, and I saw it right up the top of this tree here. So I took it from this position, and there's no way that I think this will be a good photograph, but it may be of interest to some of you. So I was basically standing here, took it at the very top of this tree, fully zoomed in at 600mm on this lens, wide open at f6.3. So I would estimate, in terms of along the ground, that tree would be probably 40-45 yards away, and the tree is probably about 50 yards almost high, I would say. So that's a rough idea of the distance the bird was from me. So a terrible photograph. I don't think it's a nice image, but it's still nice to capture it and know there's a woodpecker or perhaps more here. So I'm going to have a look around and definitely keep my ears and eyes open for woodpecker, because I'd love to get a better shot. Not too far from where I saw the woodpecker, I found this fallen tree. I think it's been dead and on the ground for a number of years by the look of it. But you can see lots of signs that a woodpecker has been on this tree, probably when it was upright, having a look around, foraging for food. So I was just walking through the woodland quite quietly, and out of the side of my eye I noticed some movement off to my left, and it was a roe deer, and I don't think it saw me, but I believe it heard me. It's quite a distance off. I've got quite a lot of cover here and I was barely moving at all, but it did have a look round, and then I think it started to go down, eat something, and then it's wandered off to the left. Unfortunately, it happened at a bad moment. The battery in my camera was almost dead, so I've had to stop and change it. Now, at a time like this, I definitely don't want to chase down the deer, but I'm going to work my way up here quietly, and it's probably long gone by now, but I may see it and be able to get a shot. But if I move myself up to roughly where it was, if I don't see it going around, I'm just going to give up. But yeah, I'll show you, I'll just record a quick bit of video there. So that's where it was, quite a long way off, and yeah, I got a shot through the grass, but we'll move up quietly and see if we can see it. So I was just working my way up to where I saw the deer. The deer would have been off to my right, your left, and just beyond these grasses and bushes that are catching the sunlight. So that's where the deer was, and as I was slowly working up, I could hear this noise of a small bird, and it came up and landed on this small Christmas tree just to my left here, your right. And I wanted to stay back so that I wouldn't, force it to move on. I don't want to do that when I'm photographing wildlife. And that's one of the reasons that I love this lens. It's 600mm. I just find that you can often stay that bit further back, still get your subject large enough in the frame. The wildlife wins, I win, and it's good for everyone involved. Now, it's not a stunning photograph, but I do love these encounters, these unexpected encounters when you're out just exploring. This is how I love to do wildlife photography. You don't always get fantastic shots, but in the last 15-20 minutes I've felt incredibly happy to see the two wildlife that I have, the roe deer, and I think this was a dunnock. So yeah, I love this lens for its 600mm focal length. It really does help get things large in the frame. Many of you who are subscribers may already know that this is not my lens. OM System offered to let me try it out. I said absolutely yes, please, I'd love to, and I've done a full review on this lens. That's already up on my channel, so if you'd like to see that, have a look at my channel and you'll find it. But for now, I'm going to continue exploring on this really nice winter's day. I hope you can see in the video, you'll certainly see these gorse bushes just beside me here. The deer was just off to my left when I spotted it from further back, and I've walked up that way for perhaps 40-50 yards, and everywhere is very tall gorse bushes and other bushes and long grass. So although I have no problem myself getting through that, I think the situation will be I'll either not see the deer or I'm going to stumble across it and scare it off. And I certainly don't want to do that. I also don't think there's many great photographic opportunities. I am seeing a buzzard just going past the distant tree line here. Yeah, I don't think it's coming this direction, unfortunately, but what I'm going to do is stop, have a hot drink. I've got some coffee in my flask here, have a quick snack, and I think I may work back to where I saw the woodpecker earlier. There isn't much daylight left. I've got about an hour or so, and I have a feeling the woodland is going to get very dark as well, so I really don't have much time left, but I'll hang around here, I think, and then work my way back. I've had a good look around, and unfortunately I haven't seen anything else that was worth trying to take a photograph of. I have seen some coal tit, I've seen another wren, but they're just fleeting glimpses here and there or too far off, so it wasn't really worth trying to get a photograph. So I'm going to call it there. This is my last chance to use this lens, so I wanted to come out today before I have to send it back. As I said, if you're interested in this lens and seeing a bit more detail and a wider variety of images that I've captured with it, do check out my review on my channel. But for now, I will say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope you'll join me in my next video.